A very good day to all of you. Today I am going to start the first topic of Unit 1 of Business Finance, and today I am going to discuss the concept of finance. As in our present day economy, finance is defined as the provision of money at the time when it is required. Business concern needs finance to meet their requirements in the economic world. Any kind of business activity depends on the finance. Hence, it is called as the lifeblood of business organization. Whether the business concern are big or small, they need finance to fulfill their business activities. So, we can say that finance is the heart of any organization. If any person want to do business, then finance is an essential need for that person. If they want to do business or if they want to expand their current business, then there is a need to have certain amount of finance. In the modern world, all the activities are concerned with the economic activities and very particular to earning profit through any venture or activities. The entire business activities are directly related with making profit. So we can say that the business firm work for the purpose of earning profit, and that is directly related with the finance. According to the economic concept of factors of production, there are four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Rent is given to the landlord for the use of land. Wages is given to the labor. Interest is given to the capital. Profit is given to the shareholders or the proprietors. All these are the mode of finance. A business concern needs finance to meet all the requirements. Hence, finance may be called as capital, investment, fund, etc. But each term is having different meanings and unique characters. Increasing the profit is the main aim of any kind of economic activity. Without adequate finance, no enterprise can possibly accomplish its objective. So, for doing any business, finance is required to meet all the requirements, and that may be used in terms of capital, investment, or funds. But each term is having their different relevance, is having different meaning, and they have its unique character. For the purpose of increasing the profit, any business firm is working or expanding their business, and that too required a finance. Now, coming to the meaning of finance, finance may be defined as the art and science of managing money. So, to manage the money, there is a need to know the art of arranging the fund as well as its proper utilization. It includes financial service and financial instruments. These are the components of financial system. Finance also is referred to as the provision of money at the time when it is needed. And the finance function is the procurement of fund and their effective utilization in business concern. So, in short, I can say finance can be termed as the procurement of the fund as well as their effective utilization in any business activity. Now, definition of the finance. According to the Khan and Jain, finance is the art and science of managing money. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the word finance connotes management of the money. Webster 9th New Collegiate Dictionary defines finance as the science or study of the management of funds. And here, the management of fund is the system that includes the circulation of money, the granting of credit, the making of investments, and the provision of banking facilities. So, in short, finance explains the management of the fund, management of the money. Types of finance. But before explaining the types of finance, finance is one of the important and integral part of business concern. Hence, it plays a major role in every part of the business activities. Without finance, none of the person can do any business activity. It is used in all the areas of activities under the different names. Finance can be classified into two major parts: private finance and public finance. Now, talking about the types of finance, first I will explain the private finance. Private finance is concerned with the requirements, receipts, and disbursements of funds in case of an individual, in case of a profit-seeking business organization, and in case of a non-profit organization, or to meet the requirement of corporate financial activities. So, in short, I can say private finance are those finance that meet the requirement of funds of three organization or three person. First is individual, second is a profit-seeking business organization, and third is the non-profit organization. On the other hand, public finance refers to the requirement, receipt, and disbursements of funds in the government institution, which includes central government, state government, and the semi-government financial institutions. So, whatever the requirement of fund arises, that fulfill under public finance, but that requirement is generated by the government institutions. It may be central government, state government, and semi-government financial institutions. As this figure explains the type of finance, there are two types: private finance and public finance. And private finance is that finance which is concerned with the receipt, requirement, and disbursement of the funds with respect to personal finance. For personal finance, that fulfill the requirement of individual. For any profit-seeking organization, if the need is fulfilled, then it can be termed as business finance. And for any non-profit organization, if the requirement is fulfilled, then it is termed as finance for non-profit organization. And under public finance, if that requirement is fulfilled by the government institutions, whether it is a state government, semi-government financial institution, or the central government institution, that can be termed as public finance. This figure explains the types of finance. There are two types, private finance and the public finance. Under private finance, when the need, requirement, and disbursement of funds is fulfilled or generated by an individual, then it can be termed as personal finance. When the fund is required by the profit-seeking organization, then it can be termed as business finance. When the fund is needed by the non-profit organization like the charitable institutions, religious institution, or any other institution, those who are working for the welfare of the society or for the some social noble cause, then it can be termed as finance for non-profit organization. On the other hand, under public finance, when the fund is generated by the government, it may be state government, it may be semi-government financial institutions, or it may be central government institutions, then it includes public finance. Thank you everyone. That's all for today. We will be dealing with the next topic in the next session. Thank you.